Your person has been doing a lot of soul-searching lately, reflecting deeply on the connection they once shared with you. They find themselves revisiting those moments, the laughter, the spark, the warmth, and in the midst of it all, they can't help but wonder when it all slipped away. They're trying to pinpoint that exact moment in the past when they had a chance to reach out, to pick up the phone and send a simple message, or to call you and let their heart speak. They see now that they let fear or pride hold them back, and it's a regret that lingers like a shadow over everything else. They find themselves wishing they just had the courage to say what they felt, to express the love that was always there but left unspoken. The more they think about it, the more they realize that moment, that one decision to stay silent, was a turning point that changed everything. They know now that their silence hurt not just you, but themselves too. They wish they could go back and rewrite that chapter, to seize the chance to be honest and vulnerable instead of letting uncertainty win. It's a realization that hits them hard, and they carry the weight of it every single day. But they're also coming to understand that while they can't change the past, they can choose what they do now. That's why they're feeling a deep, powerful desire for a fresh start, a clean slate that allows them to show up for you in the way they always wished they had. This time, they're determined not to let their fears or doubts get in the way. They see it clearly now, they want you in their life, and they're ready to fight for that. The idea of starting over with you fills them with both nervous anticipation and a sense of hope that they haven't felt in a long time. It's as though, for the first time, they're truly learning to trust their intuition instead of listening to their ego. The pull they feel towards you is undeniable, a force that has only grown stronger the more they've tried to push it away. It's like a cosmic reminder that no matter how far they run, the connection between you two remains, a twin flame bond that refuses to be severed. At the same time, this realization brings up a whirlwind of emotions. Your person is grappling with so much emotional upheaval right now, guilt, longing, hope, and love all tangled together in a knot that's hard to unravel. They find themselves thinking about you constantly, unable to get you out of their mind, no matter how hard they try. It's like you're etched into their very soul, and every time they close their eyes, it's your face they see. They understand now that the only way to break through the confusion and pain is with clear and honest communication. No more games, no more half-truths, just the raw, unfiltered truth about how they feel and what they want. That's why they're choosing to trust their intuition, to let their heart guide them instead of letting pride or fear dictate their actions. They know it won't be easy, and that there's work to be done to rebuild what was lost, but they're ready for that challenge. They're willing to put in the effort, to show up consistently and wholeheartedly, because they know you're worth every bit of that effort. They see now how their own resistance, their own ego, kept them stuck in a stagnant place where nothing could grow. But they're done with that now. They're ready to break free from old patterns and step into the light of this connection with you. They're not looking for any other option either. They've realized that no one else can fill the space in their heart that's reserved for you. It's only you they want in their life, and they're finally ready to embrace that truth fully. Your love has always inspired them to be their most authentic self, to step out of the shadows and into the light. It's like you've given them permission to be real, to be vulnerable, flawed, and completely themselves, and that's a gift they never want to let go of. This journey isn't just about romance for them, it's about transformation, about becoming the best version of themselves for you and for their own soul's growth. They want to show you that they've changed, that they've learned from their mistakes, and that they're ready to co-create something beautiful and lasting with you. They know it will take time to rebuild trust, to mend the wounds that their silence and indecision caused. But they're prepared to be patient, to show up day after day with honesty and commitment, because they believe in the power of what you two share. Your love has always been their guiding light, a beacon that shows them who they truly are and what they're capable of becoming. They're grateful for that, even if it took them too long to recognize it. Now, they're determined not to waste another moment. They want to hold your hand, to look you in the eye, and to finally tell you everything they've been holding back. Because this time, they're choosing love, your love, over fear, and they know in their heart that it's the only path worth walking. I just wanted to take a moment to share with you some of the reasons why you are so important to me and why you have such a special place in my heart and in my life. From the very beginning, you brought a sense of warmth and light into my world that I hadn't even realized I was missing. Your beautiful smile is like a ray of sunshine, brightening even my darkest days. There's so much love in your eyes, a love that reaches deep into my heart and makes me feel seen and cherished in a way I've never experienced before. The sweetness in your soul, the way you approach life with such kindness, compassion, and understanding, makes me feel truly blessed to have you by my side. Whenever I'm with you, I feel so open, so unguarded, like I can truly be myself without fear of judgment or rejection. When I think about you, I feel like I can open up completely, like a book with nothing to hide, because you read me and understand me exactly as I am. It's a rare and precious gift to find someone who not only accepts you but also encourages you to embrace all the parts of yourself, even the ones you've tried to hide. You have this remarkable ability to see the parts of me that I used to ignore because I didn't want to face them, the flaws, the insecurities, the fears, and instead of turning away, you reach out and help me see that those parts are also worthy of love and acceptance. You see the depth of my soul, the complexity of my mind, and somehow you manage to love me not despite those things but because of them. And I frankly just love that about you. I love how you're able to accept me as I am, flaws and all, without trying to change me or make me into someone I'm not. You have a way of making me feel like I am enough, like I am exactly who I'm meant to be, even on the days when I feel like I'm falling short. I am not the most perfect person in the world, and I certainly don't have everything figured out, far from it, actually. But in your eyes, I see a reflection of the person I strive to be, and that inspires me to keep growing and evolving. What touches me the most is the way you've loved me through my worst moments, the times when I felt weak, broken, and anything but strong. When I was at my lowest, when I felt like I had nothing left to give and no energy to fight, you were there, loving me completely, truly, and without any conditions. I can't even begin to express how much that means to me. I don't always understand what it is that you see in me, especially during those times when I felt so unworthy of love, but knowing that you are there for me, believing in me even when I couldn't believe in myself, gives me a strength I didn't know I had. Your unwavering support gives me the confidence to face my inner struggles and battles, to confront the fears that have held me back, and to move forward with a sense of hope and purpose. It makes me want to be a better person, not because you expect me to change, but because your love inspires me to grow into the best version of myself. When I think about all the ways you've shown up for me, through the good times and the bad, through the laughter and the tears, I am filled with a deep gratitude that I can hardly put into words. You have given me a safe space to be vulnerable, to share my dreams and my fears, my hopes and my doubts. And in that space, I have found a love that feels like home. I've learned that true love isn't about perfection or having everything figured out, it's about showing up for each other, day after day, with an open heart and a willingness to grow together. It's about loving each other not just at our best, but also at our worst, and choosing to stand by each other no matter what. That is what I've found with you, and it's something I will never take for granted. So thank you, from the bottom of my heart, for being that person for me. Thank you for seeing me, for accepting me, and for loving me in a way that makes me feel safe, valued, and cherished. You have touched my life in ways that I never thought possible, and I am endlessly grateful for every moment we share. I look forward to continuing to build this beautiful journey with you, one day at a time, knowing that with you by my side, I can face anything that comes my way. Your partner feels like conversation with you flows so naturally, as if every word between you two simply fits into place, creating a sense of harmony that they find incredibly soothing. They find a kind of joy in talking with you that is unlike anything they've experienced before. It's not just your words, it's your presence. There's something about the way you listen, the way you respond, the warmth in your voice, and the understanding in your eyes that brings them comfort. It's like you soothe their heart and soul in ways they didn't even realize they needed. Every time they think about you, it's as if the weight of the world on their shoulders feels lighter, and they can finally breathe. You bring them a sense of calm they can't find anywhere else, and they are drawn to you because of that. Lately, though, you might have noticed some distance or even silence from them, and it's understandable that you might feel like they're avoiding you. The truth is, they're not ignoring you, they're actually deep in thought, carefully planning and preparing for a conversation they know is long overdue. They've realized how much they want and need you in their life, and they're trying to find the right words to express it. They want to come to you honestly and openly because they know that the superficial games and half-hearted attempts that worked with others won't work with you. You're different, and they know it. They also know, deep down, that the mind games, manipulation, and controlling tactics they've used on others are useless here. You see right through those attempts, and that's both terrifying and refreshing for them. They realize that with you, they can't hide behind masks or illusions. You've seen their soul, and that's something they can't deny. They've finally understood that all the breadcrumbing, the occasional messages, the sudden attention only to disappear again, the mixed signals, won't cut it with you anymore. You've grown tired of the cycle, the constant back and forth, and the emotional roller coaster that leaves you feeling frustrated and exhausted. You've reached a point where you refuse to tolerate that behavior any longer. You know your worth, and you've made it clear, whether with words or simply with your actions, that you are no longer willing to accept half measures or inconsistent affection. You deserve consistency, honesty, and someone who shows up for you the way you show up for them. That realization has sparked a powerful shift within you, and your partner senses it. They underestimated your power and strength, mistaking your kindness and patience for weakness. They thought you would stick around, endlessly forgiving and hoping they'd change, but you've shown them that you're not afraid to walk away from anything that doesn't honor your heart. Your partner now knows they misread you, and it's dawning on them that you are not someone who is going to feed their ego just to get their time and attention. You're not interested in playing games to keep them close, nor are you going to bend over backward to win them over. You've proven that you are not desperate for their validation. Instead, you stand tall in your own light, fully aware of your own value. You've shown them that you're not a pawn in anyone's game, and that realization has been a wake-up call for them. In their quiet moments, they think about you constantly, replaying the conversations you've shared, the laughter, the moments of vulnerability, and even the arguments. They know they can't just waltz back into your life with empty promises or sweet words that mean nothing without action. They understand that to earn a place in your heart again, they must come correct, with honesty, accountability, and genuine effort. And that terrifies them because they're not sure if they're truly capable of giving you everything you deserve. Yet at the same time, they know they want to try because losing you would be a pain they might never recover from. So even now, while it might seem like they're distant or even silent, they're actually gathering their courage and trying to figure out how to make things right. They're reflecting on their past actions and mistakes, realizing that if they want you in their life, they need to show up as their best self. Because you're not going to settle for anything less than what you deserve. You've taught them that love should never be about manipulation or control, but about mutual respect, honesty, and trust. And that's a lesson they're finally beginning to learn. They just hope that when they're ready, you'll still be willing to listen.